Well, good evening, folks. It's the real Captain Kirk here. It's the 15th of July, 2023. Hard to believe here. We are halfway through meteorological summer here. We'll talk about that here in a bit. Again, live from Bethlehem Plaza here. Two tropical systems out there. The bigger one to worry about is soon-to-be major hurricane Calvin heading toward the direction of Hawaii. May actually hold to tropical storm strength again. So it'll intensify here, and then it's going to weaken, but again, pass right through the Hawaiian Islands. Out in the Atlantic, we got fish storm, tropical storm Don, number 4, tropical storm number 4 in the Atlantic. Again, so still on to a fast start here, but no major impacts to the U.S. just yet. Don't think that'll be the case here all summer long. So again, don't get lulled to sleep here. We do think there's still some risk here as we go through the season ahead. Looking at last week world summer here, ending tonight here, it's 15 July on the world scale. Here in the U.S., again, another cool week, 0.3 cooler than last year. Still 17th warmest in 38 years, so just a little bit above average. 4% drier than last year, driest in 20 years, 6th driest in 38 years with below average national precip. The good news is we did get some rainfall in the Corn Belt and eastern central Corn Belt and even here in the Northeast. In fact, too much here in the Northeast. Across the UK, again, coolest in 3 years. Russia, again, cools in 6 years. Hot spots would be there, maybe in Australia, with the 5th warmest in 38 years. So again, very warm down under. Map since that left with the trends versus average. If we look at this week here, week ending the 3rd week of July here, so it's week ending 22 July. Here in the U.S., again, continuing those cooler trends, 1.9 cooler than last year, 10th warmest in 38 years, so still above average nationally. Cool spots are going to be there in the plains, upper Midwest, into the interior Northeast. Looking at precip again, 48% drier than last year, number 1 driest in 38 years, so much below average there. Again, so very dry here. We'll see. Again, the euro, we lean more toward the euro, and again, GFS has been kind of more cooler and wetter, and euro a little bit warmer, drier. If we look at year-to-date trends, now these bars show you the year-on-year trends across the nation as a whole. So very warm January, warmest in 17 years, so much warmer than the year prior, and again, warmest in 17 years. Now, we thought those trends would continue into February and March, but again, look at the trends here through the spring and summer. Much cooler trends. In fact, here June was the coolest in 19 years. Summer to date, meteorological summer 1 June through mid-July here is the coolest in 9 years nationally, driest in 35 years. We think there's some hope here for the last week of July, but again, August, again, probably continuing those cooler year-on-year trends. Not to say it's going to be below average, but again, cooler, and that doesn't help our big retail supply side clients that need hotter, drier year-on-year weather. Looking at the last week of July here, this may be some hope for clearing out some of that excess, and some of that summer inventory is actually very excess. Things like air conditioners are just mounting inventory for sure. But this looks to be a good week here to end July. 1.4 warmer than last year. Haven't said that in a while. Warmest in 11 years. 3rd hottest in 38 years. So much above average national temperatures. Most of that will be in the upper plains, Midwest, Great Lakes. So some good news there. Southeast is the cooler, wetter spot. But again, nationally, 62% drier than last year. Number 1 driest in 38 years. We'll see about that. Again, the Euro's been a little bit drier than, say, the U.S. GFS. And we just aggregate these 2-week trends here. Much of the world's, again, showing above normal trends, which we kind of expect with the emerging El Nino. Again, tend to get a little bit warmer on a world scale. Cool spots will be there in the UK and northern Europe into southwest Russia. Map, inset left is the precip trends versus average. We had our entire team here from out of state, probably the first time in 20-plus years. So we had our folks from Arkansas, Nebraska, and Maryland, Tennessee. It was good to see everybody in the house. Decided we'd do something. Some of these folks haven't seen a beach in 15 years, and we heard that. We're like, you know what, we're heading to the beach. So we had Team 360 Day at the beach. Again, go to our favorite New Jersey spot, not too far from the offices here. So again, had a great time with, again, some of our out-of-state folks. We'll end here with, again, we made our 360 Quickie Castle, and you'll watch it get succumbed here by the high tide. So with that, folks, you hope you have a great week, and we'll be back here again this time next week.